In the heart of Africa, a nation bleeds, not from a single wound, but from 1,000 cuts, inflicted by a false union, never meant to endure. This is the story of Nigeria, a giant built on false foundations, now straining beneath the weight of its own contradictions. And at the center of that storm stands the unbroken spirit of Biafra, crying out for freedom from a nightmare that has consumed millions. It began with the rivers of blood in 1966. Thousands of Biafran men, women and children, professionals, traders, students and families who had built lives across the Federation, became targets in the northern city, fueled by ethnic hatred and religious hostility. Mobs descended upon innocent civilians. They were slaughtered in their homes, in crowded markets, and aboard trains carrying desperate families back to the east. Streets were littered with bodies, rivers choked with corpses. Survivors returned to the east carrying trauma, grief, and the painful realization that they were no longer wanted in the Nigerian Union. Biafra, Biafra, voice of truth and freedom. Biafra, Biafra, the rising sun will rise again. Then came May 30th, 1967, a desperate act of survival. What followed were 30 months of unimaginable devastation. The Nigerian military, armed and backed by foreign powers, including Britain, Russia and Egypt, surrounded the young republic. A total blockade was imposed. No food, no medicine, no escape. Starvation became a weapon of war. 5 million, mostly civilians, many of them children, perished during what was not just a conflict but genocide against Biafra. Bombs fell on markets, hospitals and villages. Communities were razed. The world watched in silence while famine hollowed the faces of innocent children. Some nations spoke out, but many turned away. The war officially ended in paper in 1970 under the declaration, no victor, no vanquished. Yet for Biafrans, the suffering did not end. Their properties were confiscated, courage destroyed. Biafrans were given only 20 pounds regardless of how much they had. Entire families struggled to rebuild shattered lives. The promise of reintegration faded into disappointment. Marginalization deepened. Nigerian government appointments, infrastructure and control of resources from Biafran land. Oil flowing from the Biafra land enriched the center, while much of the east remained neglected. Roads deteriorated, industries collapsed. In the heart of Africa, and bleeds, not from a single wound, but from 1,000 cuts, inflicted by a false union, never meant to endure. This is the story of Nigeria, a giant built on false foundations, now straining beneath the weight of its own contradictions. And at the center of that storm stands the unbroken spirit of Biafra, crying out for freedom from a nightmare that has consumed millions. It began with the rivers of blood in 1966. Thousands of Biafran men, women and children, professionals, traders, students and families who had built lives across the Federation became targets in the northern city, fueled by ethnic hatred and religious hostility. Mobs descended upon innocent civilians. They were slaughtered in their homes, in crowded markets, and aboard trains carrying desperate families back to the east. Streets were littered with bodies, rivers choked with corpses. Survivors returned to the east carrying trauma, grief, and the painful realization that they were no longer wanted in the Nigerian Union. BIAFRA, BIAFRA, voice of truth and freedom. BIAFRA, BIAFRA, the rising sun will rise again. Then came May 30th, 1967. A desperate act of survival. What followed were 30 months of unimaginable devastation. The Nigerian military, armed and backed by foreign powers, including Britain, Russia and Egypt, surrounded the young republic. A total blockade was imposed. No food, no medicine, no escape. Starvation became a weapon of war. 5 million, mostly civilians, many of them children, perished during what was not just a conflict but genocide against Biafra. Bombs fell on markets, hospitals and villages. Communities were razed. The world watched in silence while famine hollowed the faces of innocent children. Some nations spoke out, but many turned away. The war officially ended in paper in 1970 under the declaration. No victor, no vanquished, yet for Biafrans the suffering did not end. Their properties were confiscated or is destroyed. Biafrans were given only £20 regardless of how much they had. Entire families, shattered lives. The promise of reintegration to disappointment. Marginalization deepened in Nigerian government appointments. Infrastructure and control of resources from Biafran land. Oil flowing from the Biafra land enriched the center, while much of the east remained neglected. Roads deteriorated, industries collapsed. Voice of truth and freedom. The rising sun will rise again. The nightmare did not disappear, rather it evolved. Across Nigeria today, violence and insecurity continue to devastate communities. Armed attacks by Fulani herdsmen, terrorists have left villages destroyed, farmers killed when violated, children orphaned and churches burned. Boko Haram and its offshoots have unleashed terror across multiple regions in the southeast. Demands for Biafra and self-determination are often met with military crackdowns, arrests and bloodshed. Protesters have been killed, fear and intent continue to rise. These tragedies reflect the deadly consequences of forcing vastly different peoples into one political structure. Through the 1914 British amalgamation, distinct ethnic nations, religion, traditions, ideologies, and systems of governance were merged without consent and without a shared national vision. The North's feudal and religious conservatism can never blend with the South's entrepreneurial drive. And the East Republican individualism attempts to hold the Union together continue to be at the cost of innocent blood. Why does Biafra matter?
Biafra means self-determination.
Biafra represents dignity, survival, and the right of a people to life and choose their future.
Biafra
symbolizes resistance, innovation, enterprise, and hope. The vision is of a nation with secure borders, focused development, protection of its citizens, and economic engagement with the world of future free. alliances, military force or federal quota system, but a peaceful separation based on shared values and voluntary association. History shows that artificial unions often fracture violently, while honest separation can allow wounded nations to recover.
Biafra is not dead. Biafra lives.
The desire for freedom cannot be extinguished. Nigeria's ongoing crisis, corruption, insecurity, poverty, and division are proof that one structure cannot hold people with dangerous diversities together. For the million already lost, for the children yet unborn.
Biafra.
Biafra independence is non-negotiable. Let Africa remember that true unity cannot be sustained by force. The world must listen before more lives are lost.
Biafra.
Biafra live, freedom calls. God bless Biafra. God bless the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency Ojo.
God bless Biafra. Wonderful Biafrans, wonderful people, lovers and lovers of freedom all over the globe. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night to some of you.
Biafra, crying out for freedom
Wherever you
for
are
a
listening,
nightmare
wherever you
consoling.
are watching, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome you. We welcome you. Thank you for joining us. Where are you watching us from? Please, anywhere that you are watching us from, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, continue to subscribe to our channels, continue to do the needful, okay? It's very, 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 very important. Very, very important that you continue to share the message of redemption. Continue to share the message of our freedom, because Biafra is here with us. Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our heritage and inheritance. Anything that you see us doing here is as a result of Biafra. Without Biafra, we are nobody. Without Biafra, we are nothing. But with Biafra, we are somebody. Okay? With Biafra, we are somebody. So, Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our last hope. And don't allow anybody to take away your hope from you. Don't allow anybody to do that. Don't allow them to take away your joy. Don't allow them to take away that which is so special to you. Don't allow the enemy to deceive you. Don't allow the propagandist to destroy what you hold so dear. Okay. So, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of this broadcast tonight, because we want you to understand that Biafra is the last hope of the common man. It is only Biafra and through Biafra that we all can attain our potential. Biafra is the last miracle that will happen on this planet Earth. And it's very, very important that you are part of those where this miracle is going to come from. Very, very important. First of all, let me use this opportunity to appreciate the Biafrans all over the world. If you are a Biafran, you come from the 40 states of Biafra land, I want to appreciate you for standing very strong for your freedom. Freedom is what is going to guarantee the continued existence of our race. So if you stand for freedom, I want to appreciate you for standing very strong and fighting for the freedom of your land. I want to also appreciate the Biafran Republic government in exile, all cabinet members of Brgie. They are exceptionally doing the needful. All the ministers of Brgie, ranging from the least to the highest. The highest is the Prime Minister, His Excellency, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. We appreciate him so much because he's doing wonders as a result of the actions of the Prime Minister, as a result of the lobbying effort he is engaging with our lobbyists, and as a result of the great advices and the attorney that we have. Brgie is moving on the right track, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop Biafra restoration project or stop what the Prime Minister or the Brgie cabinet are doing. It doesn't matter the propaganda you see on social media. You remember, I want to remind you, before 2024, when MAZI NNAMDI KANU was kidnapped from Kenya, everybody saw what was happening in Eastern Security Network then. You saw how Chinasa waited the dead man squad. You saw how we are working with the Nigerian government, with Soludo. You saw how they were so busy trying to destroy the security agent then that was created for the protection of the territories of Biafra. The bushes, making sure that the terrorists are chased away from the bushes. But what was interesting was that why this dead man squad of Chinasa Nworu and the criminals that were recruited by the Nigerian government and Ebubago and all the rest of them, why they were busy trying to destroy, trying to buy every volunteer that was fighting against the terrorists in our bushes. They have the media rodents like this Anyanwu Paulinus. He reminded me of what happened in between 2020, 2021, and 2022. So why this agent of the Nigerian government the Dead Man Squad of China Samoro of the IPOB Nigeria, the Bubago that was created by the Nigerian government, and their militias that they created, including the special squad of Asari Dokubo. These people were busy hunting down on the volunteers who are protecting the bushes of Biafra land. And while they were doing that on the ground, they have the Achikote Kwanos that are on social media, the useless iflefus that are being given $50, $20, $100 to go to social media, and they were focused on autopilot then. Why the men, why the terrorists, why the enemies of Biafra are fighting against Biafra Eastern Security Network then, as at a few years back, the government of Nigeria were on social media, on their news media platforms, they were accusing the autopilot. And the media Achikote Kwanos rodent that we have on social media, we are saying it was autopilot, it was Simon Ekpa that was responsible for the destruction that was happening. In other words, they were saying that it was the same Biafran people who were trying to protect their land that were also involved in buying those who those who were commissioned, those whose responsibility, those whose job is to evade the terrorists from the bushes. So they were accusing Biafran people. They were accusing the men who were actually trying to safeguard our land of destroying the volunteers. That is what is actually playing out in some areas right now. These people are trying to destroy what the Biafran government in exile is doing for the freedom of the Biafran people. And at the same time, they are accusing the Biafran government, they are accusing the Biafran prime minister of destabilizing the freedom. And they have their media rodents. They have the Achikote Kwanos who they give $50, $100 just to come to the social media and lie against themselves, because when you are speaking evil, when you are lying against your government, you are lying against your freedom, you are lying against yourself. Okay? So I want to appreciate His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu for standing very, very strong and doing the needful. And I also want to appreciate the attorney, Amanda Biri. He is very silent. You only hear him when it goes to his jurisdiction. You know what I mean? When you get to the jurisdiction of Amanda Biri, Opio notary, Opia notary. More. You know, is flogging Nigeria in Washington, D.C. While Nigeria are crying, Nigeria are wailing. The Achikote Kwanos that are following Nigerian government to shout BRGIE this, BRGIE that, they are all crying. They are all crying us river. And but we tell them we can't help you. It is very, very unfortunate that at this critical time of our freedom, at a time that everybody should come together and support Biafran government in exile, it is quite unfortunate that some people accepted to work for the Nigerian government, that some people are promoting and projecting the template of the Nigerian government against their own freedom. Now, here at the Kwamegwu, I don't know how you people look at it. I don't know how Biafran, if you are a Biafran, and okay, this place here, this place here is Baltimore office of the Biafra government. Biafran government in exile. This is the head office of the Biafran government in exile. This head office did not exist today. This head office did not start to exist today. It started existing since 2023. Okay? Since 2023 was when this head office started existing. And under whose command then? Under whose command did this government office started its existence? Let me show you under whose command it started its existence. Okay? So under whose command did this Baltimore office started to exist? What name did you see here? This is the post of MAZI Simon Ekpanjoku way back in 2023. He said, breaking news. Biafra is here. This is what he's saying. Breaking news, Biafra is here. The colors of the rising sun happening now in Baltimore, Maryland, United States, as we enter the eve of the launching of the Biafra administrative office. Biafrans are already trooping from different parts of the world. We they do, it they show. We they do and it they show. So this Biafran government in exile headquarters in Maryland did not start to exist today. Way back in 2023, that was when this government had this head office in Baltimore. And in this office, who was responsible? Who was responsible to make sure that this office is in existence? Who was responsible? Who was responsible to make sure that this office we are talking about is in existence? Very much important for you to understand that the Baltimore office, the man who made it possible for this Baltimore office to be in existence is the Prime Minister that we have today, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. As at 2022 and 2021, 21, 22, 23, you always see things that are happening. Okay? Ogechukwu Nkere was a silent achiever. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku was in Finland. He couldn't be in Finland to do any work in Washington, D.C., in America, or in United States, or in Baltimore, in Maryland, in Texas, or anywhere all around America. He couldn't do that. He had a trusted ally. He had a trusted ally. A man that is so much trusted and confided in and believed in and know that this person is tested and trusted and proven to be worthy of support. He knows that this person is fanatical about Biafra and his freedom. He knows that this person is somebody that have the interest of Biafran people at heart. He was looking for people, he was looking for somebody who can be able to get an office for Biafran people in Washington, D.C. He saw it in Ogechukwu Nkere. He knew the strategic position that Ogechukwu Nkere occupies in Washington, D.C. He understands what Ogechukwu Nkere can do as a Biafran who is so, who is so fanatical, who is so in love with the freedom of his people. That is why the buck, the responsibility fell within his shoulders for him to make sure that the office of the Biafran people comes in Washington, D.C. It's very, very important. Very, very important that you people understand that the Biafran Republic government in exile, the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, understand that Ogechukwu Nkere is the man at the moment who is going to take us to our destination for this Biafran restoration in Washington, D.C., because he understands that Washington, America has a pivotal role to play in Biafran freedom. That is why the buck, the responsibility, the mantle fell for Ogechukwu Nkere. And Ogechukwu Nkere did not fail. He did not disappoint. Ogechukwu Nkere did not disappoint. Ogechukwu Nkere lived up to expectation. Ogechukwu Nkere understands the position that he occupies in Washington, D.C., and he understands as well that he is going to be instrumental to the restoration of Biafra, and he accepted that responsibility. He accepted to do the work, and he was able and willing to make sure that that office come into existence. And eventually, the Biafran people succeeded in having office in Baltimore, in Maryland, United States of America. Then come the equipping of that office. Every one of you saw what happened, how it all played out until the inauguration of that wonderful office. But let me tell you, there is something that is so significant about Maryland, Baltimore office of the Biafra Republic government in exile. One thing that we should understand is that it is not a coincidence. What is happening in Biafran restoration is spiritual, is more spiritual than physical. A lot of you may not understand, especially the ignorant ones. Those who think that, oh, Biafran restoration project is just something that can just happen just like that. No, everything that is happening in this Biafran restoration movement is spiritual. God has ordained that Biafra must be restored. Baltimore, Maryland, in the history of American liberation and restoration, helped the American colonies fight for independence from Britain in the Revolutionary War. Okay? Do you know that Maryland soldiers were brave and key in battles? And the Baltimore was a self-supply base and temporary capital for a very short time. This for people who don't understand. I want you to really picture the coincidence in what Maryland stands for at this time for the Biafran Restoration Project. So Baltimore helped the American government. It helped the American people fight against the British during their independent era, right? Now, Baltimore is helping the Biafran people fight against Nigeria for our independence. Is that not a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? You may call it a coincidence. It is as well as spiritual. Today, the same place that helped the American people fight off the British, that housed the American soldiers, that played a pivotal role in their big battles, the same place is the headquarters of the Biafran Republic government in exile, a government that is also fighting to liberate Biafran people out of Nigeria. So today, the Biafran Republic government in exile office in Maryland is serving as a base, very important base for the Biafran people to help them in fighting and negotiating the freedom of Biafra out of the Nigerian state. A city, Baltimore is a city linked to freedom. Now support Biafran people for its own push for the same freedom. So it is coincidental and is spiritual. Okay? So anybody, any man, any woman, any Biafran that is now coming up to fight against a city who have served as a base for the freedom of the American people and is serving as a base to fight for the freedom of the Biafran people against Nigeria. Anybody coming to fight against Baltimore office or against the Prime Minister or against the cabinet or against the Biafran Republic government in exile is an enemy of the Biafran people. So in this place, MAZI Simon Ekpan Joko acknowledged the stationing of Baltimore for the Biafran government. He acknowledged that. And that is how it is going to remain. Now, I want to ask the Biafran people, those of you who are now on social media, ranting, talking rubbish about Biafran government in exile, about our ministers, about our prime minister. I want to ask you, what have you achieved by mere going to social media to fight against this government? What do you intend to achieve? What do you intend to achieve by going to the social media to fight against Brgie, to fight against our prime minister? What do you intend to achieve? It is a question that we need answered, because I don't understand why you, as a Biafran, you will see what our government, you will see what the prime minister, you see what the lobbyists are doing in Washington, D.C. for the sake of Biafra. And you are still going all out to castigate every work, every good job that is being done by the Biafran government. What do you intend to achieve? That is a question I want to ask every one of you, because it's very, very unfortunate and it's very, very sad. Very, very unfortunate and very, very sad that why the government and why our prime minister is taking his time doing everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra issues is discussed in Washington, D.C. Yet, a lot of you are fighting against the government and are fighting against the Prime Minister, His Excellency, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. I want to show you something else, very, very important. For most of you, all of you that are saying, oh, Ogechukwu Nkere, we're going to Washington, D.C., is, taking pictures. He doesn't have any meeting. He's taking pictures. This is way back in 2023. Go to the handle of the former Prime Minister, MAZI Simon Ekpanjoku. You see, this is Simon Ekpanjoku. This tweet was made in 2024. In September, as of September 2024, MAZI Simon Ekpa wrote, he said, "Congratulations to Congressman Matt Gaetz, Republican from Florida, for his nomination by President-elect Trump to be the Attorney General of the United States of America. Brgie Finance Minister Ogechukwu Nkere had the opportunity to meet with Congressman Gaetz in September of 2024 with the Brgie lobbyist, which is MAZI Elias. Brgie Finance Minister Ogechukwu Nkere provided the congressman with a briefing as well as informational materials, including the Biafran Charter. We look forward to working with Honorable Gaetz in his new capacity as Attorney General of the United States of America, to the mutual benefit of Biafra and the United States." In way of background information, the United States Attorney General, AG, is the head of the United States Department of Justice, DOJ, and is the chief law enforcement officer of the federal government of the United States. The Attorney General serves as the principal advisor to the President of the United States on all legal matters. The Attorney General is a statutory member of the Cabinet of the United States. This is the pictures. This is the pictures of Matt Gaetz and the prime minister now, but he was the finance minister as of the time this meeting took place. So those of them that are telling you that Ogechukwu Nkere is going to Washington, D.C. to take picture, ask them, okay, it is now that they know that he's taking picture. As at 2024, 2023, when the Simon Ekpa was here and was sending all this picture and writing about the meetings of the finance minister, MAZI Ogechukwu Nkere, are these not pictures? How many of you complained and was telling Simon Ekpa that, oh, you are just showing us picture, picture, picture? Every one of you were happy of what Ogechukwu Nkere was doing, of what Simon Ekpa was showing you. You were happy, right? While he was meeting my days, you were happy. Meeting happy. There was no you were saying, oh, he was showing you pictures and pictures and pictures. Now that he is the prime minister, it is now that what you see him going to Washington, D.C. to do is only giving you picture. Are you not a hypocrite? Biafrans, why now? That is the question the questionnaire is asking you. Why are you all so envious? Why are you all wicked? Why are you ignorantly stupid? Why are you all the enemies of progress and the enemies of the Biafran people? It is very, very unfortunate that you can see that ndị be anyị si na ihe agba n'aka adịrị DNA layer. It is very, very unfortunate that you people cannot appreciate the great work that this young man, this gentleman, this honorable man is doing for the restoration of Biafra. He did not start this work today. He did not start this work today. This work has been there for a very long time. As you can see, this has been there for a very long time. This is the then Prime Minister, MAZI Simon Ekpa Njoko, appreciating the great work that Ogechukwu Nkere is doing. The great work that he's doing, he was doing at that particular time. Why is it now that he is the Prime Minister that you people are now castigating him, carrying all manner of propaganda, trying to tarnish his image, trying to downplay the result that he's bringing from Washington, D.C.? Your envy and jealousy is the reason. Your envy and jealousy against MAZI Ogechukwu Nkere is the reason why you are doing that. These pictures that you see with Matt Gaetz and Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere was taken on 14th of November 2024. Okay? So Ogechukwu Nkere did not start going to Washington today. He did not start meeting congressmen and women today. He did not establish that link today. But this is the time that he has to finish the job that he started long time ago. And instead of you to support him in this great work, in this great movement, you are being a stumbling block. You are just a break on the wheel of the progress of the journey that we have embarked upon to restore our freedom. And it's very, very sad. Very, very sad. So, I want to ask you again, why now, Biafrans? Why is it now that Ogechukwu Nkere is now a problem to you? Why is it now that what Ogechukwu Nkere is doing is only taking pictures to you? Why? You know there's the responsibility of the Biafran government in exile is the total liberation of Biafra. To make sure that we are free out of Nigeria. What other responsibility? What other responsibility is Biafran government in exile engaged upon? What is the job of the Biafran government in exile? The job is solely for Biafran restoration. The job is solely for Biafra restoration. That is the job of the Biafran government in exile. This is very, very, very important. So Ogechukwu Nkere has been there. He did not start today. Ogechukwu Nkere did not start today to go to Washington, D.C. He did not start today to represent Biafra in high-level meetings in Washington, D.C. This is another picture. So I'm asking you, why now that you are saying that, oh, what Ogechukwu Nkere is doing in Washington, D.C. is taking picture? On the September 14th, 2024 as well, this is what the then Prime Minister, former Prime Minister of Brgie wrote. He said, due to contacts made during Brigie's high-level congressional engagement, Brgie lobbyist MAZI Elias and Brgie Finance Minister, who is now the Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, they were invited as special guests for Identity Week America, a 2-day conference and exhibition which took place on September 11 and 12. In other words, America have already recognized the presence. America has also already recognized Biafran Republic government in exile as a very great ally. And that is why America always invites Biafran government when it has top meetings, top conferences. And who was representing Biafran government? Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. So this was posted by MAZI Simon in 2024. And when you go to the comment section of this post, none of these Achikote Ekponos, none of these irats, or this rodent, these unscrupulous elements, most of them in our comment section, none of them went and told and in the comment section to ask the damn Prime Minister, oh, why are you showing us picture? None of them were antagonistic to the Great War. None of them were attacking Ogechukwu Nkere or MAZI Elias. None of them were there when all these meetings were happening. They were so happy. They appreciated what Ogechukwu Nkere was doing. Then why now, instead of you to now rally around and make sure that that great war, because English, in English language, there is a saying that consistency wins the race. Yes, consistency wins the race. And there is no how you can change a team that is winning in any match. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. If MAZI Simon Ekpa was not detained by Finland, MAZI Simon Ekpa would still remain the prime minister today. Are you aware? You should be aware. Yes. If MAZI Simon Ekpa was not detained, if MAZI Simon Ekpa was not detained, was not arrested and detained by the Finnish government, MAZI Simon Ekpa will still be the prime minister of Biafra today. Yes. But because MAZI Simon Ekpa was detained, and his detention has exceeded the number of months or days or weeks that the charter stipulated for a prime minister or a leader of a government to be. His detention have exceeded that period. So therefore, there is a need to follow what the charter stated in order to replace him as the prime minister. And that is the reason why you saw that Ogechukwu Mkere was elected to be the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Let me also make it categorically clear. You see this memo? Okay. On the 8th of April, 2023, MAZI Simon Ekpa Njoku was elected into the office by Biafrans. He did not impose himself on the Biafran people. MAZI Simon Ekpa was elected to be the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile on April 2023. He did not elect himself. And because on the 18th of November 2024, 18th of November 2024, MAZI Simon Ekpa was detained by the Finnish government. Till this moment, MAZI Simon Ekpa is still in detention. So do you expect that MAZI Simon Ekpa will be the prime minister in detention and leading you from detention? You must be stupid and emotionally, I don't know, emotionally insane for you to expect that somebody who is in detention, that a prime minister can be detained for 1 year and he's still leading you from detention. And you are still calling somebody who has been detained for a year plus, who is the leader of a government, the head of a government, in detention. And you pack your load, bag and baggages, and keep for him until when he comes back, then you can come and support what is being done for your freedom. It means that you are really, really very, very stupid. So in your generation, that country do not have somebody who is capable of leading, except that one in detention. Is that what you are telling us? So after 1 year in detention, the Biafran people, the cabinet members, have to follow the due process according to what the charter stipulated. They have to elect a prime minister who is free, who is not incapacitated, who is not in detention to lead the government. That is how things are done. That is how things are done. And that is the reason why Ogechukwu Nkere was elected as the leader of the government, as the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in Eza, a position that he is held up to this moment. Not only holding that, he is doing the continuation of the job, of the responsibility that he was doing when Simon Ekpa was here. He is continuing towards that avenue and doing more than enough, because the mantle already followed him from time immemorial, because he was the one who was in charge and responsible for all the positive result that was coming out when Simon Ekpa was here with us. But he was lurking in the shadows. You can see that. He was the one that is representing Brgie in Washington, D.C., with our lobbyists, MAZI, going to different meetings and telling us the outcome. Why MAZI Simon Ekpa will now post the pictures. You did not see anything wrong in that during those periods. It is now that you are seeing something wrong. It is now that you know that Ogechukwu Nkere is enemy of Biafra. It is now that you know that Ogechukwu Nkere is going to Washington, D.C. to take pictures, right? Go to Washington, D.C. Go to Mark Gates. Go to Ted Cruz. Go to Mike Johnson and take your own picture and come and show us. That is what is stopping you. If it is so easy to go to Washington, D.C. and take picture and come and deceive Biafrans, like you say he's doing, you go and take your own and come and tell us the meeting that you had and with whom you had that meeting. And I want to use this opportunity to go to my X and click the link to join the studio. For those of you who are in the comment section and making noise and constituting nuisance, Dozie, my sister Cecilia, leave Dozie. Dozie is a Fulani man. He's not an Igbo man. So when you see all these people who are supporting USB charger, who are supporting their psychiatric sister, don't blame them so much. They are ignorant. They are stupid. They are dundies. They have nothing upstairs. They don't understand. So they are the people who were born during the war, who the Fulanis impregnated their mother. So they were giving birth in Biafra land. They answer Biafran names, but they have 90% of Fulani blood on them. So they can never support Biafra. It is practically impossible. And their job is to go to any platform that they are talking about Biafra and to distract people so that you focus on the nonsense that they are writing. I have sent a link. If they feel that they have something upstairs, if they feel that they have something to say, they are convincing enough, let Dozie pick up the link, click the link, and join me on the studio. It's as simple as that. But you can never see them do that. You can never see them do that. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time trying to, educate all those people. They are really, really irrelevant. They are really, really irrelevant. So I'm asking, why now that you feel that Ogechukwu Nkere is not doing the right thing? Why now that you feel that Ogechukwu Nkere is an enemy of Biafra? Why? Why do you think that Ogechukwu Nkere is the enemy of Biafra? Biafra is God's own country. We must guard it jealously. Okay? The Biafran Republic government in Eza head office is in a very strategic location. A very wonderful place at that, because it served the American soldiers who fought for freedom from the Great Britain. So today, it is serving the Biafran people as a base for our freedom. Look at our wonderful Biafran sisters, Biafran mothers. Look at them showcasing our head office. Can you beat that? You can't. So look at it. Eh? Can you see that? This is the head office of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And is serving as our headquarters. This Baltimore served the American government, the American soldiers, those who defended the American government, against the British. Coincidentally, this office is now serving the Biafran people as a base, as our headquarters, to fight for the freedom of Biafra. Okay? So, why now that the Biafran government, why now that everything is being done for us to be free out of Nigeria, why now that the enemies are raising their ugly heads, trying to destabilize what the Biafran people are doing for our freedom? The same Simon Ekpanjoku that praised this Baltimore office, that let the Biafran people know the importance of this office, is the same Simon Ekpa that is now suing the Biafran government in exile, the same government that he was praising 2023, 2024. What happened? What changed? Why now? You ask yourself, why now? Why now? Why now that the issue of Biafra is on the table of the American government? 2 days ago, while our Prime Minister was media briefing us, 2 days ago, while our Prime Minister was media briefing us, he said he had a meeting. He had a congression, a test, he has to an oral testimony on one of the high department of government of the American Department Committee of the American government. Okay? He said he had an oral testimony where he testified. He has to tell the people that department of government the issues that are facing the Biafran people. He is not talking about his business. No. He's not talking about his family. No. His focus is on the freedom of the Biafran people. Every now and then, the Prime Minister is in Washington, D.C., talking about Biafra, presenting evidences upon evidences against the Nigerian state. against the Nigerian state. Evidences that the American government is using to nail Nigerian today are being presented by the Prime Minister MAZI to the members of the Congress, members of the committees, as the case may be. So why is it now that all the great work that he has been doing since 2023, that now that he's going to, finish the job, now that he expects every one of us, everybody to join hand to support him so that he can finish the job, it is now that all these Achikote Ekwono, all these paid agents of the Nigerian state are raising their ugly head and causing nuisance on social media. It is very, very sad. Biafra is the land of God. Anybody that is fighting against Biafra, you are fighting a lost battle. Anybody that is fighting against Biafran restoration, I want you to know that you are fighting a lost battle. Okay? You can never fight Biafra and win. It is practically impossible. It is practically impossible. Let me also show you this. This is in 2000.
Done. Biafra is here. Zoo terrorist country. You guys are done. Biafra is here. Zoo terrorist country. You guys are done. Biafra is here.
So you can see this is when he visited Capitol Hill for one of the testimonies. Okay? Capitol Hill Club. And this was posted by MAZI Simon Ekpa himself. The enemies of Biafra did not see all these pictures and all these videos. They did not make noise. They were so happy to see that Biafra is now going to Washington, D.C. The finance minister then was now entering Washington, D.C., speaking for Biafra. Everybody was happy, right? Everybody was happy. This is way back in 2023. Today, the great work that is as the finishing touch is now, it is now that you people are now coming up with your propaganda. It's not that you people know that Ogechukwu Nkere is not doing anything. It is very, very sad. So, it's all this Achikote Ekwono. Join me on the studio and make your contribution. I just want to ask you, the reason why I come is to ask you, Biafrans, why now? Why now that instead of all of us to put our heads together and see where we can support this man that is in Washington, D.C. doing the needful, for Biafra. Instead of us to support His Excellency Honorable Oge Chukwunkere to achieve the aims and objectives for why he's going in Washington, D.C. Instead of us to support him for what he's doing, to make sure that we are free, we are all, what you people are doing is to carry out all manner of propaganda against him and try to destroy what we are doing. This is very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. So you should understand that the Biafran Republic government in exile have come to stay. Okay? The Biafran Republic government in exile have come to stay, and there is no amount of your propaganda, no amount of your media war is going to stop what our government is doing for the freedom of the Biafran people. We are asking MAZI Simon Ekpanjoku, just like, let me show what one of our sister tutors, there is something that is wrote here, very important. Let me spotlight it. He said, did Simon Ekpa let the devil enter him? What changed? Why swing the same people who opens the door for Brgie in Washington, D.C.? You dance with so much joy with your glass of wine. You took pride of the achievement of these men. Why did it become a propaganda? Yes, this is actually very, very important. Oh, because it is not you posting anymore. Yeah, these are some of the pertinent questions that people who are following Simon Ekpa, people who are saying, oh, until Simon Ekpa comes out, who are still calling him Prime Minister. Of course, you can call him Prime Minister, but depending on him for your freedom is really way out of the picture. So what really happened? What really changed? MAZI Simon Ekpanjoku was responsible for suing Brgie in Washington. Why is that law court? Why is that lawsuit? Why? The same people, the same cabinet members, the same American congressmen and women that Simon Ekpa praised is the same people that the same government that he praised them when he was under the government, he praised them. Now he is the one fighting against them. Why? Why are you biting the fingers that are feeding you? The people that you praised yesterday, today you are coming to fight against them. Why? On Friday, July 26, 2024, I had a meeting with Ambassador T.B. Nagy, one of the State Department most eminent diplomats and the former United States Assistant Secretary. This is Simon Ekpa had a visual meeting with this Ambassador T.B. Nagy. See it. This is what he wrote. He said, on Friday, July 26, 2024, I had a meeting with Ambassador T.B. Nagy, one of the State Department most eminent diplomats and the former United States Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs. During the discussion, I had a chance to provide an informational briefing to Ambassador Nagy about the activities of the Biafran Republic government in exile and the Biafran cause, and to share our point of view. It was a great honor to speak with him. I also want to thank our Brgie lobbyists who facilitated and arranged for this meeting. The Brgie lobbyists are making our voices heard at the highest level. Are you serious? Oh my goodness me. So, you can see the same Simon Ekpa that was praising Ambassador T.B. Nagi that he has a meeting with him is now telling you that when Ogechukwu Nkere, the prime minister, have a meeting with Ambassador T.B. Nagi, it now becomes a propaganda. It now becomes taking picture. Look at him here telling you that he has a meeting with the same T.B. Nagi that came to Voice of Biafra. Voice of Biafra to speak. This ambassador came to Voice of Biafra to speak. He spoke to Biafrans live on Voice of Biafra, and he responded to certain questions, a lot of questions that was asked of him. He responded to questions that was asked of him. It's the same TB Nagi that our Prime Minister now, Ogechukwu Nkere, is meeting, and everywhere is hairwire. Every one of you are crying. Oh, Ogechukwu Nkere is showing you pictures. Ogechukwu Nkere is showing you pictures. The same Ambassador TB Nagi that Simon Ekpa is praising here that he had a meeting with is the same Ambassador TB Nagi that still come to Voice of Biafra and spoke to the Biafran people. And spoke to the Biafran people. Eh? I don't understand why these people, I know that is Iko Nogoromo. I don't understand. So what happened? What happened to MAZI Simon Ekpa and Joko? What actually happened? Because we don't understand. The same man that Simon Ekpa and Joko was praising, that he had a meeting with, is the same man that our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere had meetings, having meeting with. The same man that has come to the Voice of Biafra to speak to Biafrans. He also answered questions and even let Biafrans understand that they are doing the right thing and that Nigerian government should do well to see how they can change their high-handedness and their destructive policies against the Biafran people. It's the same Ambassador TB Nagi that advised Nigerian government that they cannot be looking for Ogechukwu Nkere to extradite from America. They should focus on what is going to bring peace and what will be beneficial to the Biafra. Coming to look for Ogechukwu Nkere in Washington, D.C. is the same Ambassador TB Nagi. The same Ambassador TB Nagi. So you see that something is actually wrong somewhere. Something is not right. Because if Simon Ekpa, if he actually understands what he is doing, which I doubt if he understands what he's doing, because his actions are really detrimental. The actions are not helping in the cause for which we believe he stands and appreciates. Yes, if he stands for Biafra, He should stand from beginning to the end. Because those that he is suing through his BGC or VGC or whatever it is called are those who are representing the Biafran people in Washington, D.C. And the Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Chukwunkere, is doing what he's supposed to do as the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Very, very important. Please, if you, I don't want all this achikote kwano on my comment section. If you want to speak, if you want to, display your insanity, your stupidity, click the link and join me on the studio, okay? Click the link and join me on the studio. Stop constituting nuisance here because nobody is listening, nobody is seeing the nonsense that you are writing. Okay? If you want people to hear your opinion, if you have anything against this government, you have anything against Brgie, click the, I sent you the link. Go to my X handle. You'll see the link there. Click the link and join me on the studio and come and display your stupidity. Because all of you are really useless and idiotic. You don't really understand. You are being used to fight against your own freedom. And you don't know. You are indirectly contributing. You are indirectly and directly contributing against your freedom. But you don't know. Join me on the studio and come and show your stupidity. All this in Achikote Kwano of Ngozi, all this Imam Madabu misinformation group, all of them are in the comment section. Cry us river. In fact, let me show you people where, let me see if I can. You guys are really, you guys are really jobless. You don't know what to do. So stop lamenting on the comment section. Join me on the studio. Let us know how foolish your thoughts are. Be bold enough, be bold enough to join us on the studio. Okay? Be bold enough to join me on the studio and display your stupidity. Okay? Stop hiding under the comment section and be writing rubbish and be writing junk. Join me on the studio and make your contribution. Biafran government in exile is the government of the people. Okay? Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Chukwunkere, is doing what is expected of him to do for Biafra restoration. And for those of you who say, oh, they are taking order from MAZI, from Simon and Joko, for those who are in detention. For those of you who say they are taking order from MAZI Simon and Joko and MAZI NNAMDI KANU, You are making the greatest mistake of your life. Okay? Because MAZI NNAMDI KANU and MAZI Simon Ekpanjoko, they are incapacitated. Okay? Enigma, just hold on for some minutes. I'm going to bring you in. For those of you who are waiting for MAZI Simon Ekpanjoko, it means that you are it means that you are senseless. It means that you are an idiot. Okay? MAZI, welcome to the questionnaire platform. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? MAZI, Enigma, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome to the questionnaire. Do you have anything to say?
No, I'm just quite surprised what's going on at the moment.
I can't see
I'm not
you.
gonna lie.
I can't see you. I can't see you.
You can't see me. Why do you need
Your
to see
video
me?
is on, but you are hiding your face.
I'm not hiding my face. You don't know who I am.
So why you do come with video?
Just to let you know that I'm not hiding.
Okay, who are you? Please welcome to the questionnaire. Do you have any question?
Yeah, what I'm saying is
Okay.
that
So what do you have to say?
I'm saying what the hell is going on? We are Igbo people. We are Biafrans. What's going on? Two of our leaders are incarcerated. And what are we doing? What's going on? It's quite sad, very sad, because Biafrans and Igbo people, especially Ndi Igbo, were known to be smart. That's the reason why Nigeria is still there, because they're holding us bound. We're in bondage. We're living in bondage. So why are we fighting ourselves? It's just so sad, very sad. The whole world is looking at us. The Benue, the northern Christians in Kaduna, they don't have hope. The only hope they have is Igbos, even the Deltas. The guys in the Delta, they don't have hope. They don't do no sit at home. What are we doing? That's my contribution. My contribution is, what the hell are we doing?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you a question?
Just one question, because I gotta go.
Okay. You are a Biafran, right?
That's correct.
What? Yes. Okay. What are you doing for the freedom of your people? Where are you involved in this freedom that you are talking about? Where are you supporting? Are you supporting the government, or where are you? What are you just doing on your own? I just want to know.
Okay, what government are you talking about? Is it the Nigerian government or what government? I need to know.
Okay, are you living in the United States, or where are you speaking from?
I'm in diaspora. Which government are you talking about? Is it the Nigerian or the Biafran government? Which one are you talking about?
The Biafran government I'm talking about. Are you not aware of the Biafran Republic government in exile? You don't know
Or you're
about
still in
it?
exile? No, you're still in
Yes.
exile after declaring for independence. You're still in
Okay.
exile.
Okay. Listen, because this is the problem most of our people have. What is the meaning of Biafran Republic government in exile? It is a government in exile. We can only be in the homeland when Biafra has been totally liberated out of Nigeria. That is the only time that the Biafran government in exile will be dissolved, when we have a transitional government in the homeland.
Okay.
For crying out loud, you are a dedicated man.
No. You want to hear me? You just made a statement. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I want, I used to like you.
Go ahead.
I used to. No. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?
I want to know why. I don't.
No. I want you to. Did you hear? I said I used to like you a lot. I used to follow you and like you a lot.
I don't want anybody to like me. You don't need to like me.
No.
You don't need.
No, I'm talking about your. Hold on. I'm talking about your views. But let's get straight to the point. Let's get straight to the point. MAZI Simon Ekpa established the Biafran government in exile and stated clearly. Hold on, please. I like this conversation because you're very civil. If not, I wouldn't come in, because I know you as a very civil person. So he established it, and he explained. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What did he explain? Please remind me.
He explained
that
the BRIGE is going to metamorphose after the declaration to the Biafran government. The declaration. No. Hold on, let me land. I will listen to you. Give me 30 seconds. He said, well,
okay, go ahead.
What is the purpose of the referendum? I'm asking you, what was the purpose?
The purpose of the referendum is to prove to the world that a vast majority of the Biafran people have voted to exit Nigeria.
Excellent. I love that. Then, can I ask you, what did he say was going to happen after the convention?
Yes, after the declaration, he said, we may have a long, protracted war with Nigeria.
God bless you.
Okay?
God bless you.
That we may
continue. No, this is a civil conversation. I've never had a civil conversation. I know you as a civil man. So continue, please.
Okay, listen. He said, depending on the reaction of the Nigerian government after the declaration, we may have a long, protracted war with the Nigerian government. They may decide to come and start fighting Biafran people. But then we have the Biafran Defense Forces in our land in order to stop them. But then he said, very, very important, because it still rings bell in my ears, that after the declaration, the action Nigerian government is going to take determines the reaction that we are going to have.
Correct.
And as a result, that the Biafran government, listen, let me calm down. The Biafran government in exile, he never said was going to metamorphose into a government in the homeland. He said that the Biafran will form a transitional government in the homeland. When Biafra is fully liberated, that is the only time the government in exile will be dissolved.
Okay.
When the transitional government in the homeland.
No. Hold on. We're very smart, intelligent people. Everywhere we are, we're always top. So I've heard you. Now listen to me.
Yes.
Did he set up a committee? Did he set up? Did Simon Ekpa set up a committee to elect the people who are going to go through that transition? Did he? Did he nominate
There was no
anybody?
mention of that committee. Simon Ekpa did not give us any committee at all.
You can't say that you cannot say that when I'm alive.
Which committee are you talking about? Which committee are you talking about?
He got a committee to listen. He knew there was going to be chaos. Young man.
Which committee are you talking? What's the name of the committee? Did he call it a transitional government committee
hold
or
on.
transitional committee? Because
Hold
I'm
on.
just hearing it. You are just saying it. Or was the committee in the making before Simon Ekpa was, arrested?
Young man, what you need to do is to go back to his videos, go back to the archives and say,
Now,
listen,
okay.
no, hold on, no, hold on. If you, right now, I'm talking to you because you're making sense. When you stop making sense, I'm going to disconnect from you. So,
I know that you are
hold
from
on.
Ngozi. You are from.
No, not about
You have
Ngozi.
now exposed yourself.
Listen.
You have now exposed yourself to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're gonna terminate this call. What do you mean, Ngozi?
You
Let me
know,
ask
you
you.
know what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you. Ngozi and
Okay.
yourself. If they place Ngozi and yourself, where do you stand?
You said?
If they place Ngozi, if they bring Ngozi and put her somewhere and put you somewhere, where do you stand? Can you compare? Please, I'm waiting.
Ngozi is not standing for Biafra. I am standing for Biafra. And I'll tell you why.
Okay. No, hold on. No. It's not about that. I'm talking about caliber. I'm talking about class.
Ngozi is a different personality to myself. So you can't compare me with her.
Good. You know what? I'm continuing this conversation because you're trying to be sensible. So one more question before I go off. I don't have time.
Okay.
If you ask me supporting, listen. Did Onyendu say something about when the women coming
Yes.
into this struggle?
Good.
Hold on, no, don't preempt. Let me land.
Okay.
Listen,
Go ahead. I'm
you're
listening.
smart. You're
I'm
smart.
listening.
I left Africa 40 years ago. 40 years ago. So I went to the smartest high school. Don't worry about that. If you think you're smart, hold on. Did he say something? Why did Onyendu? Hold on. Why did Onyendu say? Because I know the answer. That when he's tired of all this stuff, all this nonsense he's doing, all this awareness, he cannot wait. All I need is real men, not gossipers. However, when the women, not the women anywhere, not in Italy, not in Germany, not in Biafra, with the women, oh, you're laughing. You see, one thing about discussion,
Okay.
when somebody is talking and you're
Listen,
laughing,
I'm
it
listening.
kind of makes it. But why are you
No.
laughing? Why don't
I'm
you
sorry
just?
about that. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I
Go
used to
ahead.
like you a lot.
Sorry
That's
about
why I
that.
said. I
Go
keep
ahead.
saying that. The reason I called today was this is this final. After this, I'm going to block you because I used to respect you a lot.
Why?
So
Why?
why?
Why are you
No,
blocking me?
because you're why are you laughing? I've not said nothing and you're laughing.
But I said I'm
That means
sorry. You go ahead.
yeah,
Let
no,
us have this
it's okay. You don't.
discussion.
This discussion is for the whole Biafrans. What you're saying,
Okay. Good.
a lot of people are saying it. What I'm saying, a lot of people are saying it. So this is very good. So let's not. This is serious. It's not a laughing matter.
Don't lose your line of thought. Don't lose your line of thought. You are talking about women, and I
I'm
want
not
to
going to
respond to
lose.
that.
I'm not going to lose.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not going to lose. There are millions of you and millions of me. We need to come together and get this stuff. So I don't know what inspired me to call you, but as soon as I heard your voice, something said, give him a chance. So let me not lose my line of thought. Why did you think? Because I have the answer. I'm not asking you a question that I have the answer, but it's just for our people. I don't want to speak Igbo because I can speak Igbo. I speak 7 languages. Why do you think that MAZI NNAMDI KANU said, men are gossiping? I'm tired. I just need a few men. And somebody said, no, he said he needs 100 men. And somebody said, I am 50 in one. Just look for the 50. Then all of a sudden, he said, when the women in America, not women in Germany, not in England, not in not in anywhere, but why specifically did he say when women in America? Because he went to America and saw the men there. But he said when the women in America come into this, then Biafra will come. Go ahead, sir.
When MAZI and KANU said that, did he mention a particular woman? He did not.
Not at all.
There are lots and lots of women in Biafran Republic government in exile today that are doing actively well. Bishop Comfort is there, okay? If you don't know. Bishop Love is there. If you don't know. There are lots and lots of them who are better off, who are doing exceptionally well under the Biafran Republic government in exile. Is it because you are not part of the government? You are just trying to tell us that there's a particular woman he was referring to? No. Let me tell you, there are lots.
No. You made your listen. Listen.
Positivity.
Yeah. Hold on. I've heard you.
Is happening in
I've heard you. Let me come in. Let me come in.
Okay,
I'll let you come in. Let me come in. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Because all this is for the benefit of the Biafra.
Okay.
It will come. Biafra will come.
Okay.
Biafra will come. I don't know what inspired me. I'm in a park jogging. Something said, no. Talk to this man. You've always respected this man. Talk to him. I can show my face. I'm not scared. I've contributed a lot. When I mean a lot.
Man.
And I'm still ready to contribute a lot more.
Can I tell you something?
I'm not the only one.
Can I tell you
No. Say quickly before I lose my line of thought, because there's something I want to tell you about what you just said.
You left Nigeria 40 years ago. And I know
as a teenager, yeah.
I know that you are not happy with the situation that is happening in your ancestral land. Are you happy with that?
I have grandchildren. I want to get home.
Okay. If you have grandchildren, you want to go home. You know the reason MAZI and KANU started awareness creation for Biafra. You know the reason why Simon Ekpa said that when America leads, others follows. You know the reason why that before 2019, MAZI and KANU was looking for an opportunity to have one-on-one with the Congress, with people who are in American government. You know the reason why? Because he understands the importance of America in Biafran liberation, in Biafran restoration. Now, what we are looking in Sokoto is now in our Sokoto. We have somebody who is in Washington, D.C., having conversations.
Okay, let me come in.
That matters.
Let me come in.
And you are talking about
no.
You don't have access to the government of America.
No. Let me come in.
Are you
no? Don't say that. No. Don't say that. Don't judge me.
I'm judging you,
young man,
because with what you are saying, you are just telling us that.
Hold on. Let me come in. No. The conversation is when you pitch in. Let me pitch in. We've been doing very well.
Okay.
Thank God. Thank you, Kwokika, for this conversation. What you're saying, I totally understand. I totally listen to it. But what I'm telling you is that, do you think a whole Biafra as a people, Igbo people, and the Isoko and everything, Biafrans, do you think that certain people are fit? You know what fit means? Like the president of Nigeria, is he fit? Does he pass the fitness test? No. Do you think that the person you're talking about is even fit to run a local government chairman election?
Can I respond to you?
No. One more.
Can I respond to you?
Before you come.
You ask.
No. Okay, you can, but no. I'm going to ask you two questions.
Okay.
Second question. Don't forget the first one about fit, someone being fit. Are you with me? Fit, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know you know, you're very smart. Second question, then I'm going to be all ears, and I'm going to come in. Please, let's make it civil. We all want to go home. Those back home, they want life. Second question to you, sir, is when you particularly say, Biafran government in exile, that it has not metamorphosed to what it is right now, which is a government. Simon Ekpa said it after the declaration, and after the convention. XYZ is going to happen, and we're going to have to do this, do that. I still have the videos. So you're telling me to forget about all this? We should go back. Do you know what it means to go back? Do you know who goes back? A dog. Go ahead, sir. A dog goes back.
First of all, I will answer in the affirmative in your first question that Ogechukwu Nkere is fit to be in that position. Reasons.
No. Hold on.
Let me give you the reasons now.
Once
you are in a platform.
No. Before you
don't want me to respond.
No. Listen, I told you I left Biafran land as a teenager 40 years ago.
Question.
Oh, no. I'm going to give you the last chance now. You are now coming now to tell me that Ogechukwu Nkere is fit to represent me. Young man, let's end this conversation.
100%. 100%.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Go ahead. You can end it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ogechukwu Nkere is fit because in 2023, Ogechukwu Nkere was the same person that Simon Ekpa sent to Washington, D.C. to meet American congressmen and women. He met Ted Cruz. He met Matt Gaetz, the Attorney General of the United States government. He met Mike Johnson. If he was not fit or he's not fit, how will he be sent on such an errand, high-powered errand to the American government? It's very simple. Very, very simple. I have shown you video. I have shown you photos of Ogechukwu Nkere representing the Biafran government in exile in Washington, D.C. So what are you talking about? But I want to first of all appreciate him for having that courage. I want to appreciate him for having that courage to come, to speak. And he was even afraid he could not show himself. Because most of these people, they lack knowledge. They lack the technical know-how. They only talk, they can't reason. Okay? He said he left Biafra land since 40 years. And since 40 years, the only thing that he can pinpoint, the only thing he wants is for you to follow a woman who does not have a clue of what is being done. When he said that MAZI and the KANU say, oh, when women join in this freedom, that Biafra is here. And I'm asking him, Akekpuchionwa, I'm live. Can you hear me? Akekpuchionwa, I'm live. MAZI Asiebunam. Go ahead.
Okay,
you are live.
Professor David,
I'm live. I hope you want.
sometimes it's good for things to have fun. Sometimes it's good for some people to come out, some educated big fools.
Exactly.
A man who called himself that he's a grandfather, he could not even be ashamed of himself. He said he left Nigeria
40 years.
Nigeria over 40 years ago. He said he went to one of the smartest schools. And me, that is a primary 5 dropout, I'm coming out here in the public to disgrace him and tell him that he's the biggest fool of all time.
I'm telling you.
These are the people that gives our people wrong information. These are the people that kills our people, because when your people is looking up to you and you deceive them with wrong information, they end up going the wrong way, thinking that they're doing the right thing. Look at what someone, a fool that calls himself a grandfather, who said he left that place 40 years ago, came out here and vomiting. You big fool, you don't know nothing, and you see, my goodness, I just don't know what to say. What I want to tell Biafrans, this man vomiting rubbish is vomiting. Let any Biafran who is doubting about everything, it's not Brgie that wrote it, it's not Ogenkere that wrote it, it's not anybody who is in Biafran Republic government in Isaiah that wrote that thing. Go to your Google and just write, is Brgie in talk with the American government? Which Ogenkere is the prime minister? Just go there and write it, then you will see everything is in the open. At least you cannot, you can't just come and use American government name in vain or maybe try to do AI with it. Everything is in the open. He comes here, this fool that came here that is vomiting rubbish. He's telling you about USB, Ngozi this, Ngozi that. Then I want to ask him a question. Let them bring one thing. I want to see one thing that is Ngozi has done for Biafra since they have been messing around, deceiving themselves. Just one thing, one positive thing. Then he can pour me spit in my face and tell me that I'm a fool. If he will just give me one thing, a fool that is following a woman who is trying to deceive our people, who how many people that is living in Holland she has indicated and gave away their names. Those people are missing today, the Biafrans. Even those that were donating because of this evil woman. She cannot give account of those things. And somebody, a fool, here is coming out, deceiving people, speaking rubbish, vomiting rubbish in the name of freaking grammar. My brother, I think there are kind of people you don't even need to give space to even speak, because these people are worthless. Because if this man, if truly he's a grandfather, whatever that makes him to be vomiting rubbish that he's vomiting, he wouldn't have done it. Look at what he just said. It's Ogenkere coming, it's Ogenkere to lead somebody like him. So it's all about Ogenkere. It's all about, it's all about, maybe about individual differences. That you don't like him means when he's doing the right thing, you will condemn him.
It's very sad.
That is looking, I want to ask a question, David, please, because sometimes, you know, people mess up and they think that they are just, I don't know how to describe it. Tell me the reason, one reason why any human being that calls himself or herself a human being should not understand that we already have a government in exile. Even if you're not, you cannot even get this information. Why don't you just go and make research?
And make research.
What does government in exile? What does it stand for? What is their job? Then when you do that, then you go. If you are doubting whatever our prime minister is telling you, and you don't know what our Lord Elias is doing, that is making Nigerian government, even the foreign journalists, telling you that no matter what Nigerian government is doing, that Biafran lobbyist is not giving up. Who is that Biafran lobbyist that this foreign journalists are talking about? Then who is this Biafran lobbyist working for? What is his name? Some journalists, when they want to call Elias, they will call him a social media creator, whatever. They will not call him by his name. But why the stupidity of our people be holding us today? Because if our people could reason and make research, they will know who is working for them, and they will know where to invest their money or where to do whatever we are doing, because our government need money to function. No country on earth functions without money. No government functions without money. Even the American government today, they are still looking for money. Money they are using to function their government. You don't just function it without anything, not to talk of way that has nothing. So, you know why I came up? Why I came up is not because I wanted to, because these people that came up, these are the people that is deceiving our people. These are the individuals that are making our people not knowing what is happening. They deceive them, they lie to them. He comes up here and speak rubbish, vomit rubbish in terms of you speaking to them. We will strike you dead, whoever you are. Those that have died in this cause, and those in jail, they are the ones that will strike you dead. The people that mess up, that get it now.
Mazi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for thank you so much. Sometimes it's very, very important, advisable you allow them to come and showcase their foolishness. That is actually what happened here. I allowed him to come and expose himself. And he started by telling you, oh, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said, when women, when women join the struggle, Biafra is here. Then I asked him, did he say a particular woman? Please, you can call the line on the, you can call the number on the screen. You can call the number on the screen if you want to make your own contribution. +258 +258 87569239. +258. So that they come and showcase their stupidity. So they can showcase their stupidity. They showcase their stupidity. So that is actually what happened. So Biafrans, do not be deceived. Do not be deceived by all these people who are hired and paid agents of the Nigerian state. They are all deceivers. Okay? Don't trust them. Please, can you hear me? My network is actually disturbing. I can see that. I can see that. Let me see. The network is disturbing. Oh my God. My network is disturbing. And I hope, first of all, if you can hear me, let me see if my voice is still coming out, because I'm having these network challenges here. I'm having network glitches, and is my network clear now? Can anybody hear me? Is my network clear now? Okay, thank you so much. Can anybody hear me? Thank you so much. Please, anybody who wants to make his contribution can as well call the number on the screen and make your contribution, or you go to and click the link, join me on the studio. It's very good. Come and showcase their stupidity and ignorance. It was this man that came here. He said his name is Enagima or whatever. You know, he was hiding his face. He doesn't want to be seen. He doesn't want to be seen. Okay? So when I asked him to put on his video, he said, why do I want to see him? I didn't want to see him, but you came on with video. Why are you hiding? He said that Simon Ekpa said that, oh, after the declaration, we now go to Biafra and start governing ourselves. And this is the kind of somebody who left home for 40 years. This is the kind of mindset that he had abroad. Hi, Ikeguru. So for those of you who don't know Ogechukwu Nkere, those of you who don't know the reason why we are not taking order from people in detention, let me show you this. This is a tweet. This is a tweet from MAZI Simon Ekpa. This tweet was made on the 15th of February 2022. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya on the 19th of July, June or July, either June or July 2021. So MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, MAZI Simon Ekpa said, he wrote, those who do not understand this message, what it simply means is that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will not be held responsible for the actions of Biafran people as we have entered the liberation. So the order of the liberation of Biafra and to secure his release cannot be used against him. So the reason why we are not going to take instruction or take any order from those in detention is to exonerate them from the fallout of the actions that the government of Biafra is taking. So in this text message, Simon Ekpa, in this tweet, he said, we have entered the liberation phase of Biafra nation, and we are not taking orders from our leaders who is incarceration. Our duty is to do everything to secure his unconditional release and to restore and liberate Biafra from Nigeria. Our freedom from Nigeria is non-negotiable. This is what MAZI Simon Ekpa wrote, that we are not going to take any order from MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because Simon Ekpa was here then. Now that Simon Ekpa and MAZI Nnamdi Kanu are inside, are we going to take order from Simon and MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? I'm asking you. I'm asking those of you who are waiting for Simon Ekpa and MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to give you order from detention. Are we going to take order from them? The answer is no. Why? Because we have to exonerate them. Any action that is being taken by the government of Biafra, the government of Biafra can respond to such action so that it will not be used against MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, is it going to be used against MAZI Simon Ekpa? This is the reason why we are not going to take order from them, because they are not free to give order. They are not free to give us order. We are the people who are free. So we are going to take decision that is going to release them from detention. That is what it means. So for those of you waiting for them to give you order, it means you are failed. You are already a failure and you don't know what you are doing. Okay? So, so if there is no other person to join me on the studio, I want to appreciate every one of you. But I really appreciate that our brother, irrespective of the fact that, you know, it is very, very unfortunate that somebody of his stature and his caliber can be reasoning like a child. His reasoning is nothing to write home about. First of all, Simon Ekpa said that after the declaration, we are going to have a very long battle with Nigeria. And it's after our land has been liberated out of the terrorists from our land have been evicted from our land. When we have our territory, when we can control our territory, then we can now initiate a transitional government in conjunction with the Biafran government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. We now have a transitional government. When we have a transitional government in the homeland, then Biafran Republic government in exile will be dissolved only when we are in charge of our territory. It can never happen before. Okay? So those of you who don't understand, that is just the truth. Go and listen to that broadcast that he made. Okay? The battle is still on. We are still fighting Nigeria. We have not liberated our land 100%. So this man was saying that, oh, now that we declare Biafra, then we shall now dissolve government in exile, and Nigeria is occupying your territory. You dissolve the government that is fighting Nigeria, while Nigeria is occupying your territory, under which ake kpuchi ọnwa. Mazi, can you hear me?
My comrade.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, sorry that I did come up again,
Yes, go ahead.
It's because like people are quiet, and I'm opportune to be free today and lucky to have you online.
Yes.
What I also want to ask, because like I keep saying, our people, we claim that we are the smartest people on earth. But this Biafra restoration had made me to understand that, if anybody comes to tell me that we want people that we are smarter, we pour you spit in your face. Because you cannot tell me that you are smart and you cannot even behave yourself. You cannot even see one and know that one is one. And where is your smartness? Because what makes us to be begging people to support our freedom today is because our people are cowards. We have grown to become cowards. That is why things that is happening. People are now thinking about themselves. I want to give you an example. Because our people, some people that are stupid, they come out in the open and they are disgracing themselves, thinking that they are disgracing Biafrans. These are the people who claim that they are learned people. These are the people who claimed that they are educated. Then myself, that is a primary 5 dropout, is going to understand something much more better than them. Not because I did go to school like them, but because things I did not know, I could be able to make research, to understand. My brother, I want to ask you, David, where on earth have you seen that they said that a man is in jail and he happens to be a prime minister of the country? Where have they been addressing someone in jail as a prime minister of a country, if not X?
Oh my God, I have not seen.
Where on earth, my brother? Because these people, they disgrace themselves, thinking that they are disgracing Biafrans, and some people will be laughing at us, saying that, look at the people that say that they want to have their country. Tell me, America went to Venezuela, they took Nicolas Maduro or what? Today, does anybody call him the president?
No.
Does anybody describe him as the president, if not the ex-president? So tell me, why should our own be different? Because you love Simon Ebert, because you're so emotional, and you think you love him more than I do. Then you'll be shook as your stupidity. And they call him prime minister, without doing the right thing. Who does that, my brother? Just like they are following stupidly the people they are following today. I ask Biafrans questions. It's not all about who you're following. It's not all about you hating Ogekere or hating whoever. I want to ask those that feel that they are educated, that they have gone to school. What stops you from doing research? What stops you from making research? What stops you from knowing the right thing to do? Or is it because of your wickedness and jealousy? Is that what is holding you? Because the thing they don't know is that the decisions these people, these big fools, these criminals are taking is killing millions, thousands of Biafrans. Because there are people that listens to us that are fortunate. Mostly, most of us that claims that we are outside, just like that big fool, that old fool that calls himself a grandfather, that should be able to know better, that should even be able to be angry that he's still in exile at his age, that he should be at home. He's the one to be at home taking care of his kindred, and he's still at home, a home that another person has built, and he's still messing up. Tomorrow, when you come, he tells you he's an Elite. Who does that, my brother? That is why I keep telling you the stupidity of our people is killing us. If you are not blind, why can't you see what Ogenkere is doing? I asked them a question that the American government is talking about Biafra today, that they are mentioning about Biafra, that the American government and the James, the one that mentioned about our leader, MAZI NNAMDI,
James Smith,
who was the genesis of that progress, who is going to Washington DC, who is meeting who, then those who are claiming that Ogenkere is taking pictures, why don't they go and produce their own pictures?
exactly.
In that same Washington DC, is it? I mean, if Ogenkere is posting pictures, why don't you go and post your own pictures? Yesterday, was it not this time Ogenkere that Simon Ekpa was praising that anytime Ogenkere go to meet those he was meeting in Washington DC, is our ex-prime minister Simon Ekpa that we still post it and show us Biafrans. These are the progresses when he was Minister of Finance. Then now Simon Ekpa maybe he's destiny, or maybe that is how God has ordained it, because Biafra is his spirit. He has finished his own job, which the fool that is telling you, coming out here, telling you that MAZI NNAMDI said that when women come, that is when Biafra is going to come. Because he tells you when a woman comes, that is when Biafra is going to come. You can't bring one highway to come and they tell you are here messing up and saying, Ogenkere is going to be is going to lead you. Then you expect me for a Fulani woman that doesn't even know where she comes from. Only that she was opportune to be born in Igbo land and call herself Ngozi, that she gets our language. You're telling me that I'm going to follow her because you a fool. A nurse, a mental nurse in Georgia that has nothing to give, that my good used. That is why I'm angry that these criminals, because Ngozi, if some people are not supporting her, people will not know. Let me go back to what I was saying. That fool, that man did not hear when our leader said that it's those that is in America that we bring this Biafra. It's those in America that who should be going to go and meet those in the capital here. He did not hear it. They did not hear it. They are coming to tell us what our leader said. Just like somebody will come today and tell me that that's a MAZI NNAMDI that told me that I had his message that told me that any day he start doing the wrong thing, that I should even shoot him and move on.
MAZI.
Then later you will now come and tell me that MAZI NNAMDI now who now had that we are the government is now asking you, who knows better that he cannot even give you order from prison.
MAZI,
Even educated us.
can you hear me?
How was legal crumbled?
MAZI, can you hear me?
Coming to do the same thing.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, my brother.
Thank you so much. We have spent so much time, and we have our Netherlands town hall meeting. I hope you know that, so that Biafrans are waiting for us at the Netherlands. This is the voice of MAZI Asiebunam Akekpuchionwa of Biafra land, speaking from his location. MAZI, thank you so much. Don't worry, we are going to have a very lengthy conversation another day, okay? Thank you so much for calling in.
my brother. Thanks. One love, my brother.
Ndewo. So thank you so much, Biafran, for being part of this program. Please, we have our Netherlands Town Hall meeting, and it's happening right now. Make sure you click the link and join the Zoom. Very, very important. For those of you who don't know, Ogechukwu Nkere is a choosing vessel for Biafran restoration at this time. Nobody can change that. Okay? All this shenanigan that is happening on social media, all of them will come and go. Our free. So thank you so much for being part of this program. Let us join the Netherlands Town Hall meeting. See you next time. Remain blessed. This is the questionnaire platform anchored by myself, MAZI David Nnanna. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. God bless you. I salute the Biafran Republic Government Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. I salute our lobbyists, Mazi Elias. I salute our Information Minister, Mazi Sani Akbarawa. I salute each and every one of you that is supporting this government. I salute you all. Thank you so much. Let us cross over to Netherlands Town Hall meeting where it is happening, live and direct. But don't forget, go and click the link www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org, all in small letters, and go and search for yourself what Brgie is doing in Washington, D.C. I don't need to tell you anymore, okay? After that, come back and tell me what you observe. Come back and tell me what you find out, okay? But always be truthful to yourself. Thank you so much. And good night from here. Ndewonu mu Chineke. See you next time. And bye.